Hello guys, it is Brittany here. Welcome back to another Colorguard tutorial for all my fabulous first years out there that are just learning how to do Colorguard. Today will be your third installment on how to do this thing we call Colorguard. If you haven't seen my drop spin tutorial or 27 points, I highly recommend doing those first, especially drop spins. 27 points will kind of just help you understand what we're doing today a little bit more. But if you've already seen that, let's get started. So today we'll be learning about the wondrous world of cones or carves, depending on where you're from. One of the most important things about knowing cones is you can use it all the way from the lowest level of Colorguard all the way to the highest division like world class. Even they use it as a warm-up exercise where everyone uses it in choreography no matter what level you're at, so they're super important to learn. So if you get confused at any point in this video, please use that helpful little green Y button and go back, and then at the very end of this we'll also be learning an exercise. So let's do it! Yay! So first things first, when it comes to cones, we're typically always going to start on the right side. So I'm going to start on the right side first to teach you. So for this, want to make sure your flag is on your right side, not our left. The pole will be on our left side. Our right hand will be palm underneath, or palm up to the sky as I also say. And the other palm will be on the end cap down here, palm down. So we're going to start a position called a right slam or right slant or whatever. So the most important thing is you want to make sure that your flag is kind of going across your body, kind of like a seat belt. You want to make sure you're not doing this, so you want to think about it being inside of your shoulder and inside of your hip, not outside, inside nice and high. Okay, that's your first step. Next step is we're going to be going through the 4 positions that get us a cone motion, and we'll kind of put it all together. So our first position, your right hand is going to go up at an angle, and your left hand is going to come down to your belly button. Now it's really important that whenever we do this, we don't kind of lean it against our body. You want to make sure you hold it just a little bit off of you, and you want to hold it at an angle, not straight up and down. Okay? So if you're looking at this angle, it should kind of remind you when we did 27 points in our last video. So remember we had point 1, 2, 3, and 4 should be where our top of our flag is pointing. Okay? That's our first position. Position number 2, now we're going to bring it to the left side of our body around, kind of making a little cross motion here. My right hand is going to travel behind my head. My left hand is pretty much going to be straight out of my body. So as my shoulder just comes straight out, and my right arm will be almost completely straight with a soft bend. So barely even bending your elbow. If you kind of notice from the side, this should kind of look like a triangle. Okay? So your goal is to make a triangle. This is not a triangle. This is not a triangle. Make sure when you bring this around, you kind of keep that circle motion as if you're almost kind of tracing a circle on the sky or your ceiling. Okay? So we had point 1, bring it around to the left side. Point 2 should be here, and my flag, as you should notice, should be pointing at point 16. Okay? So now we went from point 4, circle around to 16. We're going to learn position 3. Okay? Now, before I went to the left, now I'm going to the right. So my flag is going to travel to the right side of my body. This time my right hand's bringing it down to here. Now you notice again, I'm also making kind of a triangle shape. This time, my left hand, I always tell my students you should almost be able to knock on your forehead. It should be that close to you. And your right hand should be coming straight out of you, like this. So you want to make kind of another triangle motion like that. And then to kind of restart the whole process, we're kind of going to make another little mini circle on the bottom. But as of right now, those are the 4 positions you need to know. But now we're going to finish it off just so we can kind of restart. So position 4, face to front so you can see. My flag's going to go to the left, making a little tiny cross motion. Notice it's kind of outside my left hip. It's going to come out even more, cross, 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 and then towards my toes. It's crossing towards my body and around like that. So I'll do it from the side. I'm here. I go around to here. So I should literally make a motion like a little tiny circle that's tracing on the floor. All right. Now that we've learned all 4 positions and how to restart, we're going to flip it over to the left side, and then we're going to put it all together in one big exercise. Yay! We're going to have my left hand palm up to the sky on my tab, and my right hand palm down on my end cap, like so. Literally just reversing what we did on our other side. Remember, we always want to be seatbelt angle, so inside my shoulder, inside my hip, not outside, nice and high, so it should kind of be right by your forehead. We're going to bring it up. Now my left hand is leading because we're on the left side. So I'm going to bring my left hand up to my point 4 position. My point 4, position 1. So we're here. My left hand is now also going to lead it to the right side of my body. Remember, it's kind of just reversed. So we're going to bring it to the right side and then back to point 16. My left hand is going to bring it on the left side of my body, flat, and then down. You want to make sure now we're down at point 6. Yeah, point 6, sorry. I had to use my brain a little bit there. Then we're going to make sure my right hand is right above my head. First, we'll knock on that forehead. Left arm is straight out. Make your triangles. Then my pull this time is going to go to the right side of my body, crossing, 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 towards my toes, and down. Okay, I'll show you from the side again. So I'm here in my last position, facing point 6. I'm going to go around, cross, towards my toes, and back. Then I should restart here at a left slam or a right slam, depending on which side you're doing. So now that we've reviewed it on both sides, I'm going to show you how to do it with counts, so that way we can put it to an exercise. So what we're going to do for this exercise is we're going to do it in a set of 16 counts per kind of little set. We're going to do it what's called in 4s, meaning we're going to hold 4 counts at each position. Then we're going to do it in 2s, which is holding 2 counts at each position. And then we're also going to do what we just do 1s or smooth counts, which is going all the way through without stopping at each checkpoint and kind of making it one nice smooth motion, which is what you will be used to once you use them in choreography and such. Remember that 5, 6, 7, and 8 are your best friends, especially when it comes to color guard or any kind of dance you'll do relating to color guard. Whenever we start here, we're going to be at our right slam, and you'll have 5, 6, 7, 8. Then on count 1, we're going to hit our first checkpoint. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're doing it 4, so we're going to do that every checkpoint. Then we're going to bring it around after 4 counts. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We held 4, so we go to the next. Down, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's a little different. You're going to take all 4 counts to go around. Okay? Then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice we're here to restart, so now we can do the whole process all over again, but now holding 2 counts each. Okay? We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that motion I'll do in 2 counts. 1, 2. But before we did it in 4, so that's 16 counts total. We're going to do the 2s twice because that will also be 16 counts total. So we did it once through the second time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to do the smooth cones, or the cones with no stops, and we're just going to hit each checkpoint. There's 4. So the way I learned it, since there's 4 checkpoints and we want to do it 16 counts each kind of section, we're going to do it 4 times through. So I'll just give you an example of that. So here, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, stop. Okay? So then all you have to do is kind of reverse it on our left side and do the same thing. So obviously some places you gotta do a transition. For now we're just gonna do left side and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2s twice, and then single counts 4 times. Okay? Now let's put that all together. I'm gonna give you an example of how to do it. Please try this with me at home using your counts. If you're still stuck on how to do this, kind of just rewind, but if not, let's put it all together. And 5, and 6, and 5, 6, 7, 8, hit 1. Back 5, 6, 7, down 1, 2, around 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now slow. 2, 3, down 4, hold 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, and 5, 6, 1, 2, around 5, 6, 7, 8, hit 1, 2, 5, 1, 5, smooth, 1, 2, 5, 6, 9, 10, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Now slow, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching my tutorial on how to do cones/carves. I'm just going to remind you of a couple little important things, especially if this is your first time ever doing this exercise. Number one thing is to make sure you always hit those points nice and strong. Whenever you transition from one point to the other, for example, like I'm going from here, point 1, you want to take the sharpest and shortest path to get there. It'll make you go from looking like a newbie to looking like an expert like that, just from making that little change. One thing, always, 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 make sure you're counting. Number one thing I'll see as a teacher or as a member of a guard is that people can easily get lost at the number of counts or cones they've done so far just because they don't want to count. You want to make sure you don't stick out when you're doing your exercise. Know your counts, be brave, always count out loud, even if you're in a big group and it might be a little scary. And then last thing is to make sure whenever you do these cones, you kind of want to make this kind of stirring pot motion, as I say. You kind of want to cross your arms across your body. So every time I go to a point, I cross and then come around, or I come here and I cross to get around. So if you're trying to just do this or like this, it's not going to work out. You want to be here and cross here, cross there. It'll make your cones instantly smoother and go from, you know, chunky peanut butter to smooth peanut butter. Okay? So that's all I got for today. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I always look at them to see what you guys need in there. If not, I'll be, you know, uploading a lot of tutorials for all my first years out there. So if you're looking to learn any more things as a new first year color guard member, I got you. Just look around on this playlist and you'll find plenty there. That's all I got for you today. Bye guys.